What's going on, everybody? This is Blockchain Bullz, and today we're going to talk about Cardano and Polkadot. We're going to do a comparison for price action. We're also going to look at some of the tech and kind of paint the picture of what you need to know when you're stepping into a position of Cardano or a position of Polkadot. So if you're excited about this video, crush up the like button and let's go ahead and dive in here. If you're new to Blockchain Bullz, you could subscribe. You could tell we've already got a lot of videos going here. So right here on CoinMarketCap, you could see, just to kind of get into the price action, because that's kind of what you guys are in it. You know, it's funny because people say, oh, I'm in it for the tech. But at the end of the day, you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the gains, right? Like, so the money is what's got you here. I'm not a professional financial advisor, as you guys know. Obviously, I'm just a dude making YouTube videos. But if we can do simple math to make some calculations and know some things, right? So I'll just give you guys a little bit of insight. Polkadot right here, DOT, if it achieves the Ethereum market capitalization, as you see right here, $83 billion. Currently, Polkadot's at $6 billion. So that's about 12 times divisible, right? So 12 times 6 billion puts us at that. So you take this price, 719, and times it by 12, you get about a $92 Polkadot. So if Polkadot catches up with the market capitalization of Ethereum, you would be looking at, a $90 to $100 Polkadot, depending on, you know, variables of supply and whatnot. But that's just a projection, that's a forecast. Now, the same thing happens here. Cardano, why do we compare it against Ethereum? Well, we'll go over that really. But at the end of the day, they're very comparable projects because they all come from the same seed, so to speak. Vitalik is really the root of it, but it's all kind of like a spawn of Vitalik anyway. Anyway, so you have Cardano. Now, that's a little bit less market cap, almost $1 billion difference, just about $7 billion difference. Currently sitting at 18 cents. If it actually achieved the market capitalization here, I believe that's a 14 times gain. So you'd be looking at about a $2.50 Cardano if it achieved the same market capitalization of what Ethereum currently has. So could it go higher? Could it go lower? I mean, these are just variables. This is just for sake of example, right? So all it has to do is achieve this market capitalization to be a $2.52 coin. So, you know, that would be a 14x. Polkadot, if it did the same thing, would be a 12x gain. So right now, if you decided that they were both comparable and they were both going to catch up with Ethereum, which I don't know if that will happen. I mean, how can you know? It's like you could just, well, I'll tell you how you can know. You have to look at the tech and see which one you think has got better tech. But because they have different circulating supplies, I mean, they're different prices, right? And so some of the things that may come into factor is like, how easy is it to score some Cardano, or how easy is it to score some Polkadot? Like, which one's easier to get your hands on? Well, if you use crypto.com, I believe you can get Cardano there. I know for a fact you can get Polkadot. I personally, full disclaimer, I hold both of these positions. I decided to get kind of aggressive with both. That's just, I don't know, actually, I think I hold more Cardano than I hold Polkadot, just because I've been in Cardano a little bit longer, and it was easier to get. Polkadot's starting to become easier to get, finally, but just imagine if Polkadot or Cardano get listed on Coinbase, what's going to happen then? So let's go ahead and dive into some of the technicalities. I've already done a full video on Polkadot on this channel, but most of this video is kind of revolving around the math and things to consider because of the price action. Because, yeah, you guys are all here for the tech, and that's really important. Like, without the tech, you don't get to the gains and you don't get the price action. But you guys are, for the most part, here for the financial forecasting as it is, right? So let's be real with each other here. So let's dive in here and take a look at Cardano. Some things you need to know about Cardano. Number one is, if you're going to invest in Cardano, you need to be following their leader, their fearless leader, Charles Hoskinson. So you can see he's out in Colorado. But the interesting thing about Cardano is they're like a group of three companies. There's Cardano, there's IOHK, and there's Imargo. Imargo's out of Japan. IOHK is out of Hong Kong, input-output Hong Kong. And then Cardano, I believe, is out of Switzerland. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, please. But like CEO and IOG and King of the Rats. Whatever that means, I don't know, sir. You tell me. So that's interesting. Now, we'll move right on to that, and we'll go take a look at Cardano's website. We'll try to make this quick because you guys have probably seen a dime a dozen reviews of these guys, but I'm pretty sure this isn't your first time being introduced to Cardano. But you could see they're basically looking for scalability. I mean, that's ultimately what they're looking for. Both are using this word interoperability, which is basically being able to communicate across chains, blockchains. That's basically what they're both looking to do. One's more focused on security, one's more focused on scalability. So, you know, you have the governance, and then you have the development and the operations. They're both proof of stake, although from what I understand, it's easier to unstake your Cardano than it is to unstake your Polkadot. I think Polkadot takes over 20 days to unstake. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. I am staking Polkadot. I'm not staking Cardano at the moment. So I haven't tried to unstake Polkadot. So I'll let you know for a fact here soon if that's all true, if it takes longer to unstake Polkadot than it does Cardano. So, you know, you could see if you go over their website, you'll learn a lot, but proof of stake on Ouroboros, the most environmentally sustainable blockchain protocol, because the whole reason you go with staking is because you think that proof of work is environmentally unfriendly. And in this day and age, green, green, green. Everyone wants to go green. Green New Deal with Ocasio-Cortez, Green New everything, you know, Elon Musk and Tesla, the electric, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So, you know, that's a big thing, right? And mining uses so much power, especially the blockchain or Bitcoin mining is just supposedly, I mean, it's crazy. There's the three companies. You have Emergo, Input Output, and then you have the Cardano Foundation. You can go over all this, but now let's talk about Polkadot, because you guys also want to know about them. And then I'll also talk about projects that are actually being built that you can look into. So now that we've got Cardano, we've gone over the price action for that. Let's go back and look at Polkadot and some of the things that you want to consider about these guys. Before you do that, you're going to want to follow their leader, their fearless leader, Gavin Wood. So I believe, again, yeah, he's out of Zurich, Switzerland. So Switzerland appears to be like the, you know, they had the Swiss bank accounts. Remember, if you wanted to have a really strong bank account, you wanted a Swiss bank account. So they're right there in the framework for the new next generation of finance. So Switzerland's really the power player, it seems like. You know, you would think it was London or New York. Well, it seems like Switzerland's always at the center of it all, aren't they? So I've been to Switzerland. It's a really beautiful place. If you get a chance, you should go there. But anyway, Polkadot, you can see here, if you go to their website, nice and quick website, a little bit different colors, but you can see, again, the interoperability, the transactional scalability. You know, it almost seems like Polkadot has a little bit more out of the box, ready to go kind of presentation, I would say. But, you know, what is that in the grand scheme of things? But governance, staking, bonding, again, the same kind of keywords that they're both doing. And at the end of the day, both Gavin Wood and Charles Hoskinson were both on the Ethereum project, I think dating all the way back to 2014. Charles Hoskinson was the CEO, and then Gavin Wood was one of the lead developers who also used to work with Microsoft. So they both come from Ethereum, but they, instead of going to Ethereum Classic, they went into their own projects with everything they learned from Ethereum with Vitalik, who's like, you know, at the time, boy genius. You know, what is he, like 18, 19, 20? I don't even know how old he was in 2014, but he's still even young, you know, mid-20s, I think, at this point. But, you know, he was like the brains behind the whole idea, but now they're kind of competing with him and everything they're building over at Ethereum. So, you know, if you're investing in these projects, you basically got Ethereum, Polkadot, Cardano, and then, you know, you could consider Cosmos, or there's other platforms you could be considering looking at in this case for these dApps, if you want to call it. You know, everyone's trying to use the word DeFi. I mean, that's what they're basically doing, but they're all basically staking protocols, I would say, you know, where you're staking to add to the, oh, here's the word, network effect. So network effect is the big ticket here. So what is network effect? I mean, a lot of people, they may have heard it, they may not even know about it, but they understand why it's important. So in economics, a network effect is the phenomenon by which the value or utility a user derives from a good or service depends on the number of users compatible products. So network effects are typically positive, resulting in a given user deriving more value from a project or a product as other users join the same network. So as you get more people joining the network, Facebook, YouTube, more people using the network, the more valuable it becomes. So the network effect in this case would be how many projects are building on their blockchain. How many projects are built on Ethereum? Well, I don't know. Go on Uniswap and you'll see how many ERC20 tokens. By the way, you can watch our video on how to use Uniswap, because I know some of you guys are like, I want to use Uniswap, but I don't know how. Well, go watch our video. It's on this channel. It's right there at the front. Anyway, so tons of ERC20 tokens you can buy. But when it comes down to Polkadot and Cardano, how come there's not a lot of projects being built on Cardano? Why is that? They've been around for a long time. It's kind of been like, okay, we're waiting. I'm not saying it's a bad thing that they're like, taking their precious time, but look at this. Polkadot, which is fairly new to the market, they've already come out with a project. Supposedly it was going to be built on Cardano, and then it was built on Polkadot. So you had this like interoperability deal going on. By the way, this Plasma Finance just partnering with Bondly, that's pretty big news in my opinion, because this is a low cap gem that if you haven't already started checking it out, check this one out. You could get it. It's an ERC20 token. You could get it on what's it called, on Uniswap, pretty cheap. And yeah, I mean, for the price right there, and just like the news that it's creating and the people they're working with, it seems like it's got a lot of room to run. But you'd have to do your own research, not professional financial advice. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just saying, take a look, do some research. It's all about individual accountability in cryptocurrency. Like, you at the end of the day are the one driving your car. It's like, if you hit a curb, you can't blame Ford. Anyway, you guys understand how we do the thing with that. Investing, taking responsibility for our own investments. But yeah, Bondly, look at this. This is a really nice website, but you can see who are they built on? Because there's this conversation: is it Cardano? Is it Polkadot? It's Polkadot. If it was Cardano, it would say right on there, but it's powered by Polkadot. But you do see Cardano on here, okay? But supported assets, Ethereum, Trust Chain, Cardano. So Bondly is a really interesting project, which is a whole nother subject all in of itself. I mean, I could do a whole video on Bondly if you guys want. This is a heck of an interesting project, but bringing agile and trusted DeFi to everyone. So built on Polkadot. Like, I thought it was going to be built on Cardano, but it turns out it's a Polkadot project. So they've already been first to market with this kind of stuff, and I like to see that. But anyway, if you guys want to get into the technicals about this, you're going to have to watch a technical video specifically about the fundamental technical approach that Cardano is applying, or the fundamental technical approach that Polkadot is applying. But it's basically everything Cardano is doing, or everything that Ethereum is doing, just done as a hybrid network with more emphasis on scalability, transaction speed, staking, which all of them are doing that, but also this interoperability is the key word that they think they're doing better than Ethereum, but Ethereum right now has the network effect advantage. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching this video and crushing up the likes and subscribing. We'll see you guys on the next one.